welcome. I just double checked to be like, what did I forget this time? Because I always forget something for this. I was like, did I forget the title? Did I forget the redeems? Did I? We're in the city, so everything seems to be fine right now. But
Yeah,
it be how it be. Now we definitely got somebody peeking over the edge of the roof at us, Cloudy.
Yup.
Yeah. Hello over there.
I'm here. Hi.
You're here.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just
Well,
peeking in, seeing what's going on.
that's fair. That's fair. I can certainly say what's going on. What's going on is a Big Squeak Inc. interview, episode 33. And, well, you're peeking in, but you're the guest, so, you know, you're probably going to be doing a bit more than peeking in, huh?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than peeking in, you know?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh.
You know, that's fair. At the very least, you know, it's hard to, you know, hide a giant Neko maid in the city. Especially after you smash the building.
You know, don't worry about it. It'll buff out.
It'll buff out.
Yup.
You know,
I'll clean that up.
As one of the people who helps, you know, rebuild the city, I don't think it buffs out that easily. Although,
You know, details.
details, huh? It be how it be. But yes, indeed, we got a Big Squeaking interview. I'm your host, Saruroku, like always. Across the table from me is my co-host. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Yes, hi, it's me, Cloudy. Hi, how you doing?
The Cloudy. And our lovely guest for the day.
Hi, I'm Dani. I'm a big cat right now.
You do be big cat.
Yup.
Very, you know, as a mouse that's normally giant, it's been a while since I've seen a big cat. It's like deja vu all over again right now. All of the distant memories, right? But at the very least, you know, compared to the mouse across the table from me, I didn't put some void cheese on my head the moment the void-baased cat girl shows up, huh?
Cough.
I did notice that.
Didn't plan for that, but you know.
Yeah.
Listen. Something the void, you know.
The void.
The void sees all.
Yes.
Well, we will probably be consulting with Dani here about the void because I imagine she knows a lot more about the void than we do at this moment. Huh?
Yeah.
So, we already got someone adding in a question for later. Once we get past the basic introductions, we'll get to that cutscene. So, welcome, and, well, I normally start off with an estimate of how tall the guests are. Although you're kind of hiding behind the roof's edge there, so it's a little bit hard to gauge how high you are.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to gauge, because, like, normally I try to fit inside the buildings, but today, you know, I felt a little big.
You just felt a little big, you know? That's
Just
fair,
felt a
that's
little
fair.
big today.
Do you feel like I'm popping up above the edge, or are you just gonna be lurking there for a while?
I mean, I can pop up a little bit.
A little bit? Alright. You show a little bit more of that face, huh? Get the chin out at least.
Yeah, just a little bit more, you know?
Just a little bit.
Pop my face up just a little bit.
Alright. So, today is big day for Dani. Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, usually, I start off with what some guests refer to as the hardest question, and I've started hyping it up as such for a while now. So, are you ready for the hardest question of the interview? According to some people?
I'm ready for the hardest question.
You're ready for the hardest question. Alright. In which case, who are you?
Who am I?
Yes, who is Dani? Who are you?
I am an enigma.
You know,
But to answer the question, I am essentially I'm a celestial horror cat girl maid from the void.
From the void.
My size kind of fluctuates. Yeah, basically wherever I go, usually technical issues follow. So don't worry about it if something implodes. Probably me.
I see.
Wait, did I hear other than you? Do you implode every now and then? Is that?
I have imploded sometimes.
That doesn't sound good for your health.
It's okay. I got better.
You got better. Yeah. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Jeez. And when I was browsing about and taking looks at things, I saw a lot of a title, especially on the Twitter, void-baased celestial horror Neko made.
Yeah.
So you touched on the void, the celestial part though? Normally that's
Yeah,
associated with divines, right?
Somewhat. I'm more on the eldritch side of that, so
So
if you
old
wake up
gods,
and you
huh?
see a big eye in the sky, don't worry about it.
Jeez.
Fair enough.
I mean, that does sound worrisome, though. Come on.
I'm not worried.
That'd be fine.
You're not worried, it's fine.
Listen, I'm used to it.
Well, yes, you are, living on the tiny side all the time, huh? What?
Cop.
Ay. Alright, well, good to know that, so, eldritch god-leaning, celestial, void-based Neko maid.
Yeah.
Now, the part that, stands out on the complete opposite side of the, celestial question, maid.
Yeah. That, I just like the outfit, I'll be honest.
I kind of thought that's where it was going, but I had to check,
I do, however, clean quite a bit, so it works out.
It works out. I was wondering if, some poor mortal had signed away their soul or something, just I want a maid, and you just sweep away their town.
It might have happened.
Maybe.
Might have happened at some point.
Is that why Cloudy over there's whistling nervously? You got a soul contract in the works there, Cloudy?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't know what?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I only ask that if you eat my co-host, you enjoy eating them, okay? That's the only request I have.
Worth it.
Yeah, that's a good request.
Right?
Worth it. Worth it.
Jeez. So, is there a backstory for you, either in character or just on the streaming side and life side? Is there a backstory?
There's a little bit of both. A little bit of both. I have to thank Faye for my my backstory. She basically wrote the whole thing. I was like, you know what? That's good. I really should put that somewhere, which I will soon, because I've got some stuff to show off in the near future.
Ooh. Backstory drop with stuff.
Visuals plus backstory.
Ooh.
Visuals are always nice. Well, any of that you'd like to share here before the big reveal, just as a teaser, or is that all hush hush for later?
Oh, I can give the Cliff Notes version.
You can give the Cliff Notes? Aye.
Yeah. I am an amalgamation of forgotten and lost thoughts and ideas. Given form. So I basically find homes for things that have been lost and forgotten.
So, all those trains of thoughts that just crash and disappear from people's heads.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, oh no.
I eat those. That's fine. Sorry about that.
That makes sense of why I suddenly can't think some days. Some days?
I'm not even immune to it myself.
I mean, the brain train spaghetti,
Yup.
Yep. It's pretty tasty.
You can't resist it.
Yep.
Fair. Well, that is definitely a interesting set of notes to get us started off on. Though, I'm going to pivot over to the first actual batch of questions here, and I'm going to be asking a lot about the streaming experiences you've had. Oh, it's the parallel universe version of me rating again. Oh.
Welcome, Raiders.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Roku. There's Seru Roku. There's one letter difference and a whole parallel universe between us. So, the time may be unstable right now. The dimensions, I mean...
My bad.
I mean, I am here.
Right.
That's a given.
We got the void-baased, you're probably rending reality, and Cloudy over there hopping the multiverse isn't helping either.
Oops.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It may be fine, but I'm pretty sure the city's gonna be missing by the end of the day, if not a good chunk of the planet.
Don't worry about it. I'll
Don't
find
worry.
a place for it.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna find a place for it. I know a few guests have, taken a bite of the planet. I'm not concerned about if it's gonna happen, I'm concerned when.
It's a matter of time, not
It's
if.
only a matter... Yep, it's a
wait.
matter of time. Alright, well...
Oh, potato.
Which case in one case, and I don't know if men have just worked for a minute, Cloudy.
Yeah, man, comedic
So,
time.
talking about your time with streaming, I generally want to ask about highlights and lowlights of streaming. Any good or bad experiences that stand out one way or the other?
Oh, I have a few, because, like, I've been streaming for, I think, almost 4 years now.
Oh,
That's longer than I have, at least.
wow.
I have been running off of a setup which let me see if I can find the quote. Someone asked, "How do you stream off of this? This does not make any sense." I'm like, you know what? You're right, but I'm doing it anyway.
You do it anyways because your computer cares not about the fact that it's probably exploding.
It, just as a point, what I'm using right now may or may not still have a disk drive, but it's fine. It's fine.
Ooh. Well, at least it doesn't have a floppy disk drive, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have that, thankfully. It's not that old. I have used a computer that old, but...
Oh, those ones were, real treats when you gotta use them all. Ooh,
that
geez.
and dial-up.
Oh,
Dial-up. Ah.
dial up.
I remember waiting for certain sections of the web page for the Cartoon Network games to load, and then somebody gets on the phone and it just stops.
Yup. Midway through playing a game, somebody answers a phone call and says, "Nope, no game for you."
Alright. It's like, no loading. You get to see the pictures load line by line. Oh, those were the times, huh?
And then the noise.
Burp, beep, burp, bop, 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 bop. Yeah.
Never unhear it.
You will never unhear it once you have it in the brain.
It's just stuck. It's engraved.
Jeez. And let me touch on the couple of questions that Cutsy submitted to the queue. Although before we get into the experiences, because apparently we have a question: does giant cat eat giant mice?
I mean, it depends who's bigger.
That's
We
fair.
could go
That's
either
fair.
way there.
I mean, I definitely know when I'm big, look at a few cats and it's like, yep, you're on the menu.
Fair.
Right?
Understandable.
I mean, it's especially good when they're cats that are, real stubborn about it. It's like, no, mice are the ones that get eaten, because they panic quite a bit.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Right. And let's see, the second question from Cutsy. Is your PC your favorite potato? Or do you have a different favorite potato?
My favorite potato is a sweet potato, actually.
Ooh. Sounds a lot more tasty than the computer potato.
Yeah, the computer's a little hard and kind of made of plastic and metal.
Crunchy,
Not very tasty.
Right?
Yeah, it's a little crunchy for my taste.
Fair. Alright, but jumping back to your experiences with streaming. You mentioned you've been streaming for 4 years, so you got plenty of experiences. Are there any that you'd like to start off with sharing?
Well, initial streaming experience. I started out streaming directly from an Xbox. That was a fun experience.
Oh.
That was a super fun experience. Don't know how that worked either, because initially figuring out, oh, I have the internet to stream now. Oh, but I'm using Wi-Fi. That's not a good idea. Let's see, how much Ethernet do I need to reliably use the internet? Oh, 75 feet. Nice. Awesome.
Height.
Oh.
75 feet of cable to...
Yup.
Excuse?
My brain goes.
So,
how?
it was on the other end of the house.
Yeah. Oh.
So there may or may not have been 2 holes in the wall by the time it was done. But I made it work.
I can't say anything when I look over to the wall over there and there's just a tiny hole up near the ceiling where it's like, yep, that is where the internet burrow is.
Yep. Understandable.
I think normally that's why people put those plastic covers after they make the hole. But, we don't need that. We got the internet.
Yeah, you got the internet. That's what matters.
Oh, geez, so you started off with console streaming on Xbox, huh?
Yep. And then eventually I got this laptop. And I've been using this laptop for close to 3 years. How does it work? I don't know. Because theoretically, it should not let me stream. But here I am.
So, I've heard some stories about machines like that. The ones that run off of pure belief. Where it works as long as you believe.
Mine works because I think it will work. As I said to someone else, I'm basically an orc from 40k. I just believe that it works, and it does work.
Yeah. You might find it unplugged one day, the cord just broken for who knows how long, and it's just been going on forever because you believe.
Yeah, the time that I actually retire this laptop, I'm gonna look and just find the internals are all fried, and it's just been working out of spite.
You blink the moment you get a new computer, and it's like, wait a second, this isn't a laptop, this is 2 pieces of cardboard and some duct tape.
Huh. For 2 pieces of cardboard and duct tape, it had really good picture quality.
Right. Oh, geez. Well, on the topic of the 2 pieces of cardboard and some duct tape, are there actual hopeful plans to pick up a new computer, or is that not in the budget for a while?
I have been slowly working on that, and I'm right around the halfway mark right now, actually.
Oh.
Very happy about that.
Nice. Well, hopefully that savings goes well and you can get that new computer going, huh?
Hey.
But in the meanwhile, may the potato serve you well.
It has been so far. I can't say anything bad about it other than the fact that it's a potato, but it works.
A lot of people know the potato life. A lot of people know the potato life. I mean, I know the potato life so bad. I was playing a video game and was like, yes, I put hundreds of hours into this game. And then I saw a friend play it and went like, why is your game running twice as fast as mine?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that feeling.
It's that's the one that stings where it's like, wait a second, I know what a frame rate is now. I cannot look at this game the same afterwards.
Like, huh. I can tell the difference between 30 and 60 now. Oh no.
I can tell the difference between 10 and 30.
Oh no. Oh no.
5 and 10. Hello.
I remember the slideshow days.
Right. I remember designing some slideshows to be played. It was, something.
Yeah, those went at like 3 FPS.
No, literal slideshows where you click the button like it's a quiz show.
Yeah.
Yep.
The things you get up to when you're bored at the school computer lab, huh?
Oh no. Oh god.
It be how it be,
The many memes I made out of those.
Yep. So, that discusses, the hardware. Are there any good or bad experiences, more community-wise or interaction-wise, that you've got off the top of your head?
Community-wise, there's a lot of really good experiences, especially this past year.
Ooh, do tell.
Because in the span of this past year, I hit affiliate and
Nice.
got to hang out with Vex a lot.
Nice.
Really, really appreciate Vex and Zolon. Really good people.
They seem like good people from everything I hear and see.
Just like, I've met so many people through the community this past year that are really good friends. It's been really positive.
That's good. It's good that you don't have well, hopefully you don't have too many horror stories to bring from streaming as well, like a few guests have had.
Not too many like bad ones, other than when a couple times involving OBS being OBS.
So
like I had to revert the update literally last week.
Oh no!
Because window captures are a little funky in the current version.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. I like streaming.
I would like my screen to be displayed, please, OBS. Yeah.
Like, I would like my stream to not crash every like 5 minutes.
I would like to
nice.
Thing working. Yes.
The update broke the belief sensor.
It did.
I see. Well, that's fair. I'm glad that you've had a lot of positive experiences, and it's definitely great to be getting to meet a lot of people and having a lot of friends through it all.
Oh yeah, like, overall, everyone that I've gotten to meet so far has been really wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. Though, on the topic of...
I was just gonna say that I've met a lot of really good people through the crab.
The crab. Ah, yes, the crab. The very steppable crab.
Indeed, the very steppable crab.
Yeah.
I've known that crab for a long time. We actually rediscovered each other through Vex, which is funny because we've known each other for a lot longer.
Oh, jeez.
And just like hadn't been in contact for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then we reconnected through Vex because I found him through his clips of Vex.
Nice.
I was like, wait a minute. I know this crab. I know who this is.
And for context, for anybody watching who is unfamiliar, we are referring to VTubers I Love, who I think that's the one of their emotes popping up. Yep, that is the juice.
Bill is a very good friend.
Yeah. We were lucky enough to have them on for an interview a while back, so it was good chatting with them. Some crazy multi-size, when they're a tiny crab on the shoulder of a tiny person. It's an adventure, huh?
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, lots of good people. I'm definitely glad to have met a whole bunch of them too, and I just got to find more sizey people to introduce to these interviews because a lot of the people I have on, they're just like, oh, being big, haha, that's a nice gimmick, as opposed to in the know.
Yeah.
Alright, and moving on to the question that I fumbled into your train of thought with. Speaking of communities, prior to your time streaming, or during your time streaming, are there any communities that you've been majorly involved with good or bad experiences?
One in particular, and that is Size Twitter.
Size Twitter.
I actually went from Size Twitter into the VTubing community, basically.
That's fair.
Still active to an extent in both. Mainly just to peruse art.
I mean, they got a lot of good art.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
There's
good
a lot.
Oh, jeez. And I know a lot of people, even a few of the guests like Dani, who we had on a while back, had the same, general, we were in the size community, and now we're streaming.
Yep. Another good friend.
Yep. Jeez. It's amazing how many people know each other that I coincidentally meet by sheer chance randomly in between. Because, like, you know Dani, so do you know Mikoshi?
I do know
You
Mikoshi.
do know Mikoshi. Alright,
Yep.
do you know, Arisande, or formerly Jellybean Siren?
I've heard. I've heard that
Heard of
name.
them? So,
Yeah.
I met both of them completely randomly through entirely different trains of, connection, and then it turns out they're VTuber siblings. Like, I was just sitting in Discord chatting with Eris one night and went, well, what's going on? And they started freaking out about a VTuber sibling. And it's like, oh, Mikoshi. Wait, I know that name. Why do I know that name? Wait a second. Alright.
Love those.
So, it really is a small world, especially when you grow gigantic. The world just keeps getting smaller.
Yeah. It's very tiny.
Very tiny indeed.
Yup.
So, on the topic of a size community, just as a curiosity, are there any artists or individuals you can recommend checking out or perusing?
Ooh, that is a long list.
I can imagine.
The important question is safe for work or not safe for work. That is the big question.
So I would leave that up to your preference. Just we can only link the safe for work ones directly on Twitch chat.
Exactly.
So
I'll take the
any of the
ones.
non-safe work suggestions are just gonna have to be name only and just hey, you should check out this person. A wink, wink.
Yeah, links.
Like the one that I can name and not link probably would be Shize, which just uploaded something for Vex today. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I did see, her finally getting her hand on the sun. Huh?
Yeah, I love that piece. It's really good.
Right. It's so nice seeing celestial-sized people's ease.
Yeah. And another one that's also probably not safe for work would be Carolyn Dervolt.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one, I think.
So they actually have a model of me in like Ultra HD, which is really pretty. A friend that I've known for a while.
Fair enough.
There's so many artists, and my brain is like, okay, which name is which now?
Which name? Yes. Which one go where?
Yeah.
I've only got like 3 names in my brain because I do not circulate the community enough.
That is understandable. It's like I as well also really appreciate Dooney's art. Love Dooney.
I know I was definitely a lurker on Dooney's art and DeviantArt well before it popped into her stream and just went chaos. I was honestly surprised when I, learned that she streamed because it was just like, oh, random friend has retweeted Dooney streaming. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Alright. It all connects back somehow. We all want to be,
It really does.
We all want to be anime people on the internet doing sizey things, huh?
Yup.
It does help. It does help.
It does help indeed. Alright. Well, on that thought.
Speaking of sizey people.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Sanis. Yep, that's a sizey person, alright. That's a real sizey person. Hey, Sanis. Welcome to the chaos where only one building has been partially destroyed so far. But that was off camera. It doesn't count, right?
I still got my money.
Yeah, I bumped it. I bumped it on the way in. It'll be fine.
We just gotta make sure the guests can get to their proper standing place, right?
Yeah.
Only
now,
one.
thank you, Louis.
And for now, yeah. They are really doubting. They are really doubting, huh? How does one resist the urge to knock buildings down? That's a question.
It's hard. It's really hard, honestly.
I mean, you can push the button like 20 times, so really there's no reason to resist the urge other than
Like that.
yeah. That one stood no chance.
Yup.
Fortunately,
It's
it's not the
fine.
usual audience building, right?
About that.
I mean, did you move the audience building up in the queue? Normally it's the one, the
Yeah.
glass tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got paid for that, so it's okay.
Ay.
You know, fair enough.
Money's money.
Oh, jeez. And if you do get caught by duplicate messages, if you just add a space in any letter, it will still trigger the thing. So you can get around that easy. Ay. There we go, and Sanus is sassing us, huh? Sanus is disapproving of the chaos. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Well, we may have, a scolding from a kaiju later, but that's fine if we level the city in the meanwhile. I mean...
Well, I'll clean it up. It'll be fine.
Right,
Be good as new.
Good as new.
I got the duct tape.
Well, that's some big duct tape.
Yo.
Yeah, it's extra strength.
Extra strength.
The fancy duct tape. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. So, I mean, I don't break buildings. Whoa, look at this violent cat. Whoa, Sharku. Oh, jeez. My giantess magical girlfriend pretending she doesn't break stuff.
I believe that 100%.
Ay. You believe?
Listen, I believe anything anybody tells me, okay?
I feel like there's an opportunity here to just be like, hey, you know? You'll probably get like $20 if you get eaten by Dani, right? Something like that. There's
Money.
There's at least $20 somewhere.
That's a quick $20 right there.
Hey, yo, $20. Hold on,
Right,
wait, $20 for that? Oh, that's easy. Yo, I'm down.
Oh, jeez. All right. So, we talked about a whole bunch of artists. We talked about some communities. Are there any that have directly inspired you and your streaming, or just you yourself over these past few years?
Oh, there's a few in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Because it all, like, my whole path to VTubing goes all the way back to Project Melody.
Oh.
Someone that I actually watched very early on when she started streaming. And it kind of led to me thinking about it and being like, yeah, it sounds cool, but models are, like, expensive. And then friends in the size community are like, see this? Take this model, stream, do this, do it. Like,
Do it.
all right.
Oh, that's nice of them.
And really was. So big shout outs to Flo and SP. Really appreciate those guys for that.
Good.
And that led me to Vex's community, which has been like a huge influence on how I stream.
That's fair. She certainly seems to be a big influence on a lot of people all over the place, huh?
And then, of course, we talked about Vil earlier.
Yep.
Very active in Vil's community, specifically the streams. So if you pop in there, you're probably gonna see me modding. I'm there basically every stream I can.
Yeah, it is nice to, be able to pop and be like, yes, the sizey community type of people, and oh, there's Dani. Dani's existing.
Yeah, there I am.
Oh,
I'm
there's
here.
another friend. Many friends.
If I see somebody around, I am prone to saying hi.
Yeah. I know I've caught a few stray highs from you as well, huh? You popping in and being like, hey! And, well, sometimes you just disappear back into the void for once you came for a lurk and doing whatever you're doing, huh?
Normally, this is what happens normally when I pop in. If I'm watching a stream, I will pop in, say hi, interact a little bit, and usually I'm doing something and or working on something.
Yeah.
I basically never stop until I sleep.
Understandable.
I feel that.
The multitasking is eternal on Twitch, huh?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All
Especially converting like VODs to YouTube videos, all of that fun stuff.
Yep.
the time. Yup.
And you want to try to catch up with friends, so you try to pop on somebody's stream, but then it's like, oh, there's one person, and before you know it, you have 7 tabs of Twitch open, all lurking various people, huh?
That, and then occasionally pop into like a Discord VC just to hang out with people, and then sometimes you hang out so long you just fall asleep.
Oh, jeez.
I've done that multiple times.
Yeah, 6 a.m. crew over there, huh?
Ha
Always busy jumping around, finding people, meeting people, and having sizey good times, hopefully.
Yeah.
Such is life, especially for VTuber shenanigans, huh?
Yeah. You wake up, you start, and then you stop when you go to sleep.
Yep.
Maybe eat a couple times between.
Hopefully, a couple times between. Sometimes
Wait,
probably
just
should
goes-
eat.
Wait, you guys eat? Wait.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I know there's some days where I'm like, okay, I go to work, and when I get off work, I have 5 minutes to sit on the toilet before I have to go boot up stream. And that's my entire day. So,
Understandable.
finding time for things is, sometimes it's not quite there, huh?
It's like, I sit here staring at this backlog of games that I have, and like, wow, I really want to play these games. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh no, why is this creature growing? The backlog, it is growing uncontrollably.
Why are there 300 of them?
Oh god.
Is the video game backlog the true unending growth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially with Steam sales.
Oh no. I can picture it now. Just imagine a world where for every unplayed Steam release, your size changes by some percent.
If it's growing, awesome. If it's shrinking, also awesome in a different mood.
You know, fair. If you enjoy more sizes than just big, then you got all the options, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine for someone that's a Switch.
Mm-hmm. I know some people prefer just being on the small side. I prefer just being big usually. So...
I fluctuate.
Yep. Certainly, you know, instability in the whole reality and dimensions thing does help with fluctuations, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. And let me spy over to the next one relating to streaming information. Streaming nonsense. Looking back over your time streaming, is there anything that you would have liked to have known sooner or would have liked to change?
I would have liked to have known how OBS worked before February of last year.
Oh. That sounds oddly specific.
That is when I first used OBS and was like, wow, this is so much better for streaming.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's, having to use my phone to see and interact with all aspects of my stream from the Xbox was a thing.
Ooh.
That was a fun thing.
Yeah. That, the few times I've tried to use my phone to connect was like, oh yes, the internet in my entire house died. And phone Twitch is not really good.
It's not reliable.
It's really not. Because there's some days where it's like, oh, chat's loading perfectly fine, but the video's messed up. That's fine. I'm just using it for chat anyway.
Uh-huh.
Oh, chat stopped loading.
Oh.
Oh no.
I mean, to be fair, Twitch Mobile is kind of a... It's lagging a lot behind Twitch whenever there's an update of anything.
Yeah.
You know
Twitch Mobile it exists.
You know how long they had the animated emotes out, but everybody on mobile would just see the name of the emote because it didn't get the update?
Yeah. That was funny, but also like really fortunate.
People confused like, what?
Hey,
I guys typing only names.
People can, finally feel my pain as a person who doesn't use better Twitch TV. And I just see a bunch of random, emote names in chat 90% of the time. It's like, I too will spam duck dance, but I cannot see it.
I understand that feeling because it took me like 2 months to actually enable that because I kept forgetting.
Yeah. I'm lazy about it, and it's like, it's nice, but I don't want to, dictate that people on my stream have to do it to view things properly, so it's like, I'm in a weird ballpark of I don't want people to feel left out because they don't have this, Twitch extension, but on the other hand, niceness.
It's true.
It be how it be, huh?
Duality of I have to set this up, but also I could just not do that.
I could just not. I could just don't.
Yup.
Yeah.
How many things have we not set up just because we didn't feel like it? Oh, now I'm pondering and worrying.
Nervous laughter.
That's given me several flashbacks to setting up stream, thinking everything's perfectly fine, going live, and oh, I didn't change the game or the title. Oh,
you always forget one thing every stream, right?
Went live. Oh wait, I can't stream the game because consoles block it. Oh, okay.
I went live, but I forgot to refill my cup. Oh.
Yep. Oh. It's the huge list that we don't pay attention to.
The dreaded one that I pulled off one time. I went live, but I didn't go live. For an hour.
I remember that.
I was streaming in-game in the zone for an hour, and it's like, yes, chat's quiet, but that's fine, because people are probably just enjoying the I never hit live.
I have a similar story.
2 people resubscribed in that time.
I went to record I think it was 30-minute to an hour-long video. I was like, yeah, this is perfectly fine. I've given a perfectly detailed update of what I'm going to be doing over the next month. I finished, booted up the video to watch the playback, and my mic was muted the whole time.
Oh, no.
I feel that entirely. Yeah, I feel that pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the worst feeling in the world. It's like, hey, I did all this. Check back the recording. Wait, where's the audio?
It went so well.
Yeah.
First take is always the best.
I don't think I've had many first takes are the best. I'm always sitting there take 20. It's like, I still don't like it. Do it again.
Meanwhile.
Oh, that's like when I was recording something for a short 1 minute audio line. It took me 63 takes.
That do be how it be. Yeah.
That's a mood, huh?
Yeah.
Was that for the contest Vexor was holding earlier, or was that a different thing that took 63 takes?
That was for the first one. That was for the very first one.
Very first one.
63.
Geez.
Remember that number well.
Hopefully you got better at it for the next one, right?
Oh yeah, it took 7 for the next one. I was like, yes,
good
improvement. Let's go. I can English.
Progress. 10 times better than last time, right?
Improvement.
Oh jeez.
And a better mic.
Ooh, better mic upgrades are always nice.
Oh yeah.
I apparently have a word of warning regarding mic upgrades. If you upgrade your mic, redo any audio filters you put on for the old mic. I did not do that for 3 months and only learned that Friday or Thursday. So for apparently 3 months, I was sounding muffled to the 5% of people who viewed my streams that were audiophiles and had good headsets or something. So whenever it came up and they were like, "Hey, you're sounding a bit muffled," I had to go double check and be like, "Does anybody else hear this? What's going on?" And nobody else could confirm it.
Huh.
It was a mystery and a pain. Ay. Is always.
Oh, I understand that
New
though.
microphones are always nice, though. You know.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you upgrade, from yes, this $30 headset mic to an actual stand mic or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
The difference is like immediate.
Mm-hmm. I can stand listening to my own voice now most of the time.
Yes.
So it's definitely understandable. Alright. And at this point, let me check the notes. It looks like we will be moving into a little bit of free space talk time for the moment. So, Dani, if you wind up with any questions or tangents in your brain that you would like to bring up to either of us or just talk about for yourself, feel free to ramble onto that. Cloudy, if you've got any questions stored, any sticky notes?
Yeah. Actually, not even a sticky note this time. It's a journal.
Oh, a journal.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes,
I have
upgraded.
Anybody in chat, if you want to post your questions in chat, either use the redeem, that way it won't get lost if chat scrolls, or just type it away in chat, and we will try to pick up your questions, like this one from Louise. Remember when OBS broke Windows Capture?
Yes. Yes, I do. I tried streaming Hat in Time, and my stream crashed every 5 minutes when I switched to a scene with no capture in it.
Pain squeak, huh? All right. But Cloudy, sounds like you got stuff, so go ahead, take the floor.
Yeah. I almost had
So how are those trains of thoughts tasting, Dan?
Pretty tasty.
Right? It sounds like you're feasting right now. The brain crash, it's strong.
The brain went, but no. I guess I have one question related. Console streamer to console streamer. At one point. Yeah, I know the feeling. I definitely know the feeling of all the pain Twitch threw at us, especially for both consoles. PlayStation and Xbox. But I think the one thing I will ask is, have you had like a lot of hiccups in the past doing some streams through that, or no?
Oh yeah. There was a period in time where streaming from the Xbox, it would randomly disconnect occasionally, which was fun to deal with.
I'm not the only one then. I'm not the only one. Good.
It was a pretty big issue.
The one confirmation I needed was just the random disconnects, and that's all I got. Oh my god.
Yep.
So they were doing it on purpose.
It's I think I could go for maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours at a time, and then it'd be nope, you've gone too long.
Yep. They just it was like a time limit. You had this amount of time, and then they're like, no, cut you off.
Is Twitch literally just saying, okay, now you gotta let little Billy on the Xbox?
It wasn't even Twitch's end. It was both the consoles, like PlayStation and Xbox, had this issue. Yep. I don't know why they've mentioned it on both their ends that oh, there's no issues on our ends. Say that to the some amount of people that are complaining on your forums, going hey, are you guys limiting us so we don't stream games? And I'm it was a huge issue, and then I guess they resolved that huge deal, I guess. Now
you're just oh, they're on to us. We need to fix this.
I think enough people complained and enough streamers existed that they're
I don't see any issues in my hands, therefore it's no issue, right?
But I think my other question, and this is something a little on the Destiny side related, because I've been asked this. I wanted to ask what your thoughts on Lightfall are going to be.
I'm excited.
Yup.
I've actually been going over the patch notes for this week's at Bungie for the past almost a year and a half.
Oh my god!
I've been playing Destiny since the beta of the first game.
I can relate to somebody else. Yes, yes. Hey.
I'm nearing like the 5K hour mark on D2 now. I play it a lot.
I'm laying back in my chair. Yes.
They just died from relaxation.
I die forever now. Thank you. I can now transcend into another. I don't know. But
I
oh
was
my
like,
god.
it's like I know that gun. I know that gun.
Yeah, I was hoping you noticed. Yeah, okay, well, I'm glad. I'm happy. Yeah, I've been reading the patch notes myself, and I'm like, hey, they're doing things. Finally, they're actually speaking to the community. Because people, despite everyone being on the bad side of things, they're trying their best. They're trying their best, which is good. And I can't wait. I can't wait to Lightfall myself. Oh my god.
All they talked about this past week is just straight quality of life changes, and I'm like, yes, I called this last week when they said they were doing something with build crafting. I'm like, yes.
I feel like there's a reason why they kept it under the wraps is because they don't want to tease everything, which is good. They're known for this.
Yeah, it's like how they said that loadouts in the game were going to come later in the year, and they're like, surprise, it's now.
It's here.
It was
you get
later,
it now.
Just not much later.
Just not much later.
No.
Thank God. I'm so thankful for that. But hey, I'm glad I can relate to somebody, especially on the, oh my god, the old school beta. Oh my god.
Yeah. I had to wait later because I was on the Xbox.
I was that goof on the PlayStation side. Yeah, I will say that much. So having Hawkmoon and everything before Xbox was kind of a weird one. That gun is now my go-to, no matter what.
It's good. It's really good.
It's never gonna leave. Oh, yeah, it's gonna get craftable soon. Yes. Anyways, sorry for going a little off topic, but
hey, that's what the free space is for. Off topic as much as you like, right?
But I think the one huge thing I'm sad about is seeing especially one console side being fully shut down too.
Oh yeah,
that's Stadia. Goodbye, Stadia.
Yeah, that was on Google's side though.
And I'm just like, wow, they really.
I mean, I feel like that's one of those destined for failure type of things. Yes, we're going to have a game streaming console.
Yeah, it was. I felt like another Dreamcast to me in a way, because I did try it out for a bit. I will say that.
I remember the devs at Bungie actually said they used Stadia a lot during the pandemic while they were developing at home.
Yeah, because it was a quick, easy access, no downloads. It was just instant.
And I could definitely see, as a dev kit tool or something like that all over the place. Yeah, but once it starts getting widespread, well,
yeah.
Let's take a look at Twitch claiming that it costs like $1,000 per streamer to have a month of streaming on. Imagine you're not made of Jeff Bezos money, and then
Imagine being Amazon owning something,
right?
And charging yourself for the service,
right? Yeah, somebody who isn't Amazon trying to do that same feat, not really gonna get too far, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh. Rest in peace, Stadia.
Rest in peace, Stadia. You will be actually missed because, man, just no one gave you the time. But I think let me look at my little journal here. The journal. I think in all bold, Destiny. that was my actual questions list, just all Destiny related. But yeah. I think that's let me see. I think the majority also that blew my mind. That actually blew my mind. That fellow, beta, Destiny player as well.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy that there's more of us that exist.
Me sitting here having
no clue
what's going on about.
It's okay, Saru. It's okay.
That would be like just like me mentioning that on my desk behind my setup, I have a hunter ghost and a hive ghost, like just sitting there.
I'm just gonna. I lay back and I go. Yup.
He's starting to perish again.
I perish. I perish forever. Goodbye.
But listen, if you're going to perish, at least perish over the edge, towards the cat girl mouth, right?
Fair enough. Worth it. Listen, worth it.
Understandable.
But yeah. Besides all that, yeah, a lot of hype coming up for Destiny. Gotta somehow sneak the giant mouse man over there to play it at one point.
I gave it a shot. I just never clicked with it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hopefully they make it more welcoming. Because right now, I'll be straightforward with it. The tutorial's not good.
No, it is awful.
I just never found stuff to do. I just started wandering and shooting stuff, and it's fun to shoot and wander stuff. But
I'm not gonna lie, I spend a lot of time doing that. Anyway.
Yeah, that, and they don't really give you a direction. They don't give you an actual direction. And
I mean, direction in Destiny. Have someone that you know that's played since the beta.
I mean,
there you go.
I went through the free storyline at the time, and then it's like, what do I do now? Well, I can either just walk and shoot. Or I can pay money.
Yeah, that is.
Phone a friend. You phone a friend.
Phone a friend. Be like, hey, I need you to carry me real quick.
Can you carry me past the paywall? I cannot physically move here.
Here, I got you.
I got you.
Let me just buy you it.
Oh no,
that
was not the prompt I was going for. No.
I will shill for Destiny. Oh, okay. I can do this. Here you go.
I could do it 4 times over in my lifetime. No,
just like it means more friends play the game. Pog, let's go.
Let's go.
I think the only thing I wound up gathering and going out of my way for was a linear fusion rifle or something like that. Something. One of those exotics, and it's pew pew head.
Oh,
yeah, that Arbalest.
Oh, Arbalest. Yeah,
probably. Yeah. All I know
very
is
good.
Yellow. Yeah. It go charge and then go pew, and then enemy's head is missing.
Yep, Arbalest. Yep, that's Arbalest.
Yep. yeah.
That's as soon as you mentioned it, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds like the funny gun.
That's the gun that they've had to nerf 3 times.
And we've got a couple of comments in the chat from people on the topic of Destiny. Lewis saying, I need to go back to it. I just get so lost on what I'm supposed to do. Carry me, Dani. And
Alright, bet.
Ventus going, as a broke blueberry, yes, I would like more direction outside of, so here's PvP, go get slapped.
That is a sad state where we are technically in a little bit.
I'm also not gonna lie, because there's probably something wrong with me for saying this, but I actually started playing a lot of Gambit. An unhealthy amount of Gambit.
Isn't that the game mode I see you playing 50% of the time at least, Cloudy? Going around invading and sniping people and being haha, I ruined your day.
Hi, it's me, the invader. I like to invade.
My reasoning for playing Gambit is I just like the funny rat man.
Yeah, Mr. Gambit Prime there,
Mr. Mr. Voiced by Todd Havercorn.
Oh my god,
he's just funny.
Yeah, he's honestly, without him in the game, the game would feel different. It would feel different. In all honesty, I'm glad he was there.
It's the memorable quote. Bet you could eat those Vex.
Yeah,
just crack them open.
Yeah, Crunchy Center or something like that. I'm just what?
Yeah. You ever eat a hive? Nothing but bone.
Yeah, just bone. Man he's mystery.
I'm pondering now. Something. And I'm also getting a little hungry without a mention of eating your enemy.
I mean, it works sometimes.
It works.
Right?
Yeah.
Listen, if it doesn't work, well, you just gotta level up your stomach skill or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. It does look like there was another question in chat that I was waiting for a little bit of a lull for. So, Luis, again, how do you deal and work around your PC and mic limitations? You've started from the bottom, and I think people will benefit from knowing how to deal with this.
This is a fun thing, because basically, when I started, of course, initially switching over from streaming from the console, because console you're just limited to headset.
Yep.
Except for PlayStation, which has some mics that work, but it's kind of finicky. It's still PlayStation audio. But switching to a laptop, like right now, actually would probably be a lot easier than when I started, because you can get a laptop that has everything that you need to stream from, as long as you're not using it to play stuff.
Yeah, that's. I will also recommend that too.
As well. Best time to pay attention is actually look at stores around like back to school sales. That is a great time to buy a laptop if you want to start with something that's not like super expensive.
Yeah.
See if you like it, and if not, you have a cool laptop.
Although I will chip in here and be like, if you're going to buy a laptop, at least understand something about computers, and don't just go, okay, this is the cheapest thing, and now I had 9-inch wide notebook that could barely run the Binding of Isaac Flash.
Yeah. Case in point, good rule of thumb for anyone looking for a laptop: don't buy a Chromebook. Don't buy a Chromebook. Don't do that. They're cheap, but they're cheap for a reason. You will not be able to do anything with that. Do not buy the Chromebook.
Resist. Yes.
You know what? If you buy a Chromebook, you're basically a school district at that point.
Like, it's true.
Yeah. I mean, I literally teach for a living, and I go into classrooms, bouncing around and go, okay, well, everybody, today's lesson is get out your Chromebook and do what your teacher assigned on Google Classroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, basically, best advice, if you know someone that knows computers, ask. Be like, hey, what do I need to run this? Find your requirements. That's also a good thing, because a lot of programs actually tell you like what you need to actually run streaming software. Because OBS is kind of hungry. It's kind of a hungry software. Not super hungry if you tweak the settings. In my case, like a fair bit. There's a lot of I'll call them rituals. We'll say that went on in making this work. But yeah, if you're unsure about computers, ask someone that knows, or do a little looking around. Don't just buy the first thing you see.
Yeah,
it does help. Because like, at least for like stable streaming, you want like some kind of a laptop with an i5.
Yeah, something that can handle.
Yeah.
Generally,
you want an okay CPU.
Look at the CPU power, look at, any onboard graphics chips, and look at the RAM, and that's usually the big three you need to look at for stuff, right?
You're good there, then you can stream basically just about anything, as long as you're not trying to play something in 4K.
Yeah, and another big one that I've run into a couple of times recently: check the game settings menus if you dare open a game with OBS. Because there's this little thing which is amazing for when you're just playing alone, but the uncapped FPS option, any game that defaults to that will completely destroy your chance of running OBS.
Yes.
Yep, it will.
It will chunk you into oblivion until either the game crashes or your PC just blue screens.
In my case, everything works except for alt-tabbing or clicking anything but the game.
Oh, so it's a source game.
Yeah.
And anytime I'm putting inputs, it locks in the inputs for like, I don't know, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, except for the mouse, which I can still turn. So I will be stuck running forward, but able to turn the mouse and be like, I'm turning. I really want to go sideways, please.
Please.
Oh.
It made playing Apex that one time real interesting as well. When I was I got the same experience playing with somebody in Germany.
Oh.
So yeah, uncapped frame rate and entire ocean. Both of those are about equal in intensity on your gaming experience, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
God, I still remember that time period. Jeez.
Oh.
I played Apex for like a week and then never touched it again.
Hey. I think I've played Apex a total of 2 times.
I mean, I really liked the mode where the shields were generated automatically, because I could just, bounce in and out of the fight.
Yep.
And then it was gone. It was like, I do not like this game without that. Okay.
Yeah, that was an anniversary thing. I remember that all too well.
Yeah.
Yep.
All those special game modes that games keep popping out and then completely vanishing into the void. I'm looking at you, League of Legends. Either of you remember the Odyssey game mode?
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Too
well.
Any clue what I just said over there, Dani, or is that just head empty?
I keep asking one of my friends this whenever I see them talk about playing League. I'm like, what's a league?
Ah, I see. So basically, League of Legends is a video game where you go if you're having too much fun in life.
You know what? It makes sense now.
Yes.
It's a MOBA.
It's a MOBA, yes.
Yep.
But there was one mode that was purely PvE, which had a whole bunch of cool augments to change up the playstyles and all that, and I was like having a blast with it. And that was literally the last of its kind. It's been gone for years.
See, I hear PvE and my brain activates. I'm like, oh,
right.
Sounds interesting.
It was a squad-based, 5-people thing, and you had a whole bunch of those characters and heroes, right? With all their weird skills. And there was like 10 augments for each of them. So you've got this, let's just go with the most straightforward one, the gunner, Jinx, who had the minigun and the bazooka. And just a taser that could just hit one thing, right? That's the basic set. With a few of the augments, suddenly your taser fires 3 of them, pierces all enemies, and then marks all the enemies for a free bazooka shot.
Oh.
It completely destroyed my frame rate every time I pulled off that wave wipe maneuver. But it was worth it in the damage charts.
Damage, yes.
Love that.
And
you can tell it's doing good damage. Your frames are dying.
Just frames go away.
Which dies more, your frames or the enemies? The enemies. Worse. Jeez. Oh yeah, that is like the last PvE game mode that they put any care into before they just decided, you know what, we're just going to recycle AR Earth forever. Because people like this game mode where they can spam button and go haha burr. Bah. Yeah, that's my side rant.
That's fair. I was trying to think on like the mic issues, because
yeah, with microphones.
Headset can work. It's just gonna sound kind of funky, depending on the headset you get. Because unless you get a really good quality headset.
So, I actually did have a headset for the longest time, and aside from like the audiophiles and people who actually voice act and do stuff, not a lot of people could tell. And there are some filters that you can put on as well to soften that crunchiness that Luis is mentioning. So you can mess with audio filters, a low sound gate and some other background noise filtering to hopefully fix things up if you have a lower end microphone. But yeah, it usually is just a case of you work with what you got and you try to get something that's acceptable at least, huh?
Yep. And if you have any questions, again, ask someone that knows.
Yeah. The microphone I am currently using IRL just sitting in front of me, I had no clue what I was looking at, so I just put on random things on the list and was like, okay, well, here's what I randomly clicked. What do you think? And they pointed me at an entirely different setup and was like, no, use this one. This is something a bunch of aspiring voice actors use to start. This is the thing I'm still using over here. Blah, blah, blah. So people will be informative.
Yeah, it helps. Like, asking someone will save you a massive headache later.
Yep.
Case in point, I have done a few things off impulse instead of asking and been like,
yeah,
I really shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake.
Any of those as an example?
Buying a mic and not buying a pop filter beforehand. So having the mic before having the pop filter, not the best. Especially when you say words that have S a lot.
I made sure to get a pop filter when I got this mic because I was tired of all the S sharpness in the words, and it's like,
Also, yes, Luis, I do know that very well.
Yes, Danny, you should ask. You know about that, don't you, Danny? Yeah, they're getting right to the point on that one, huh?
Speaking of pop
I appreciate this.
I imagine there's someone who's been offering information for quite a bit, huh? And Cloudy, it sounded like you were going somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, pop filters. Ooh, yeah, about that. I don't have one. I still don't have one.
Do I gotta mail you like a $15 pop filter or something? You could just put in front of things.
Put it right on the Yeti.
Yeah.
Just fuzz it.
They're not bad, honestly. All things considered.
Like the whole time I've been noticing my audio, I'm like, okay, I sound like just echoey, just more echoey now.
I think I got recommended like Audio Technica 2020 or something. Because, like I said, I looked towards a friend who was in that field who was like, okay, I want a proper microphone. My budget is like this amount. What works?
I might want to pick that one up. Why? Just because, I mean, look, the Yeti's Yeti, but I'll probably use this for like...
It's still a USB mic, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a USB mic, and it has its flaws.
Just, if you are picking up one of the mics that actually has, what is it, the XLR plugs or something, I forget the exact name, you're gonna need the converter to get it in.
The converter, yeah.
Yeah. I will poke you with the websites for the ones I use if you want, Cloudy.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I would enjoy that very much. That means my audio will be, Oh, speaking of which, I think my camera died.
It may just be the sheer fear, knowing Catgirl around, staring from over the building's edge, right?
Just frozen.
Yup, I'm frozen in place, and now it's giving me an error saying, "Hey, your tracker process is gone." Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh,
that would do it.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing.
Yeah,
that sounds like a thing.
Wow, I didn't even like touch my mic or the camera just like go out. What happened?
Camera is just like I'm out.
Oh, and it's burning hot. Okay, that's cool.
Dear.
Oh,
why is that burning hot? Why is that burning hot? That's something new. Oh well.
That's
yeah.
That's a new one.
That's a little spicy. Oh no.
I'll be fine.
You might be fine, but also, oh no.
Yeah, oh no.
Oh, indeed.
Wait, can I move? The static movement.
The flail, yes.
Let me
improv.
I'm gonna do the funny restart of the theme.
Okay. Well, while you do that, we'll probably see Dani. Do you want to go to space?
Space.
Ooh,
space.
Because the lift is going to be lifting it up over there in just a second. Now there is a appropriately sized can of drink big for you, right?
Oh,
there you go.
Wow, that is a big drink.
It's basically a storage vat with a pull tab.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
Yep. We'll just we'll head up to space while he fixes technical issues. We'll see if I have this prepared right. Because if not, I'll have to readjust sources real quick. So,
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Upwards to space.
To space.
Oh, I'm over here. I'm barely on.
You're barely there.
You know what?
Hi.
It'll buff out. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
it just took it a second.
Yeah, it's fine. There you go.
Yeah,
You're in space.
It all buffed out.
Just
yeah, this is familiar territory.
Mm-hmm. Now, pay no attention to the bite mark on the moon. It is cheese. I am mouse. You know how it is.
You know, understandable.
Oh, geez, and yeah, that is the Earth. It is tasty. People seem to not recommend taking a bite out of it, but you know, I usually just say go for it if people want to. So, where do you land on the Earth biting scale?
It depends on what mood I'm in.
Depends on what mood.
It is fairly tasty.
Right.
A good snack.
He's a good snack. But every time I bring it up, people are like, "Oh, but Saru, your friends live on that planet." Right?
That'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Hi.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Oh, welcome back, Cloudy. You can move again.
Yeah. Wait, what happened to me? I changed.
You became little brother mode.
I'm a dog. Hi.
Dog.
Yeah, I'm dog.
All right. So at this point, I will say if anybody in chat wants to sneak in any more questions, now would be a good time to sneak them in. We're going to be moving on to the last segment of questions I actually have prepared soon. So, now is a good time to sneak in thoughts. Dani, if anything's crossed the head you want to talk about, similarly, good time to bring them up.
Ooh. This was a fun one.
Ooh.
So, have you ever had a stream where you played something, you're just like, I'm not sure about this game, and then you start playing and you're like, this game's actually pretty good. And then you end up playing it constantly over the next few streams.
Yes.
So there's a game I recently played. It was like, okay, you know, I've been hesitant on picking it up. It seems like a cool game and all. And I started playing Lobotomy Corporation. Fast forward a month and I 100% of the game on stream. So yeah, at least one of those.
For me, the first one was Bloodborne. I was like, it's a FromSoft game. I struggled with Dark Souls when I first played it. How am I gonna feel about this one? I like the aesthetic. Oh, I platinumed the game.
Yep, I felt that.
Bloodborne is the first Souls game I could actually play. Because I tried to play like one or two and just fumbled with the shield and gave up.
Yeah, one I eventually just was like, why am I trying to block and parry? Why am I doing that? I should just dodge roll.
Yeah.
Why have a hand for the shield when both hands belong on the weapon?
Yeah.
Yes, just get a bigger weapon.
Just
biggest weapon.
Just bonk people.
Just RNG into the Black Knight Great Axe, right, Cloudy?
Yeah.
He is still holding that against me in my playthrough.
I am angry. You make me
become the boss.
You made me angry. That one.
Yeah, just, you know, pick up a weapon and go. Oh, this is a nice weapon. I sure hope it wasn't a random chance drop. That'd feel bad to not get it there. Oh, it was a random chance drop.
Mm-hmm.
That is like me watching someone else play the game for the first time and get the Black Knight polearm.
Yeah. It is literally that.
I'm like, okay. Like, all right.
Totally didn't spend 40 hours trying to grind for one.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, hello, Lux.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Lux. I see another mouse friend.
Yes, the mouse friend. They are very tiny. They're probably somewhere on that planet. It'd be very hard to see unless you got, you know, supernatural eyesight there. But they're probably there somewhere.
Yeah. I can spot cute anywhere.
You know, fair. It's very handy when you're spotting, you know, extra small cute, right?
Exactly. concentrated cute.
Let's see, I did spy a couple of questions popping up in chat, as well as a reminder of some usual questions. So, to just go through those real quick, Snow Soul has a question, and I'm not sure you have the answer to this one, but if you do, go for it. How do you make edible, bulletproof chocolate?
That requires a very specific blend that is trademarked, and I can't discuss that on stream.
I see that would that break the non-disclosure agreement, huh?
Yeah, the most that I can say is that it's special dark chocolate.
I see. Well, we can't really get around the NDA, so let's just use the next question as a distraction, huh? Let's see. This one, similarly a bit off the wall. How does a raccoon become a raccoonicorn?
Cloudy,
how keep this in mind for Alchem later.
Yeah, how much time, patience, and super glue do you have?
Oh, I got a lot of super glue and patience. I'm not sure about time.
That's fair.
That's my favorite gun.
Oh, jeez.
Aha!
Like that one.
Alright, and a couple of the questions that are usually Four's questions, although Four has not popped up in chat for the day. If you were to appoint a president of the internet, who would it be?
Oh, that's a tough one.
We've had some people appoint themselves as president. I think at least one of them appointed themselves as president and then immediately stepped down. Some people have been saying, some famous names. There's been options all over the place.
I'm gonna join the list of the famous names, and I'm going to say, if I had to nominate someone as a president of the internet, I think I would go with Yoko Taro.
Fair. That's
purely just because I want to see what it would be like.
Just so I got it right, Nier and Drakengard Yoko Taro?
Yep, that Yoko.
Yep, that insanity, feel free to draw fan art of the characters. I just like girls, so I made cute girl as the character. That type of energy? Yeah.
Yep.
That may just be an internet to vibe with and be like, oh, that's good.
Be interesting, at least.
Right. We would not be lacking for interesting material. Jeez. We would have good to-be thighs everywhere, huh?
That's fair. That would probably be accurate.
Yeah.
Although, my brain went, the entire internet could be pressed between thighs, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're floating out in space with someone planetary size. That is not a statement that isn't taken literally as well. If you so desired, huh?
It could be taken literally.
Right. Let's see. Richie is jumping back to that eat the earth topic. Could you eat the earth? Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time.
Would not be the first time, huh? I do actually got it so you can take a bite of the planet if you so desire. Yeah, so let me, the planet is rotating, don't worry, it's trying to rotate into position.
Oh, it's spinning around.
It's spinning around, alright. There you go. Take a chomp.
Oh god. I face behind it. I really got into it.
It was a good chomp or two. We'll put it more on. There we go.
It's very tasty.
Let's see. One more stray question from Snow Soul. How does one become a necromancer when they have no magic?
Ooh.
I mean,
a lot of practice.
We talked a little about soul contracts earlier, right? And offer your soul to be eaten by Dani, maybe?
Yeah, it's like there's two things that could work. One is that there's the contract method, and then there's the less talked about method where you could basically just use tentacles.
Oh.
That works.
Basically just tentacles.
Oh.
Puppetry?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I mean, if anybody argues with the tentacles about it not being necromancy, well, they got the necromancy and the tentacles to deal with then.
Like, if anyone question it, you can ask. All you have to do is just ask them. You ever wonder what it's like to be a puppet?
Roll intimidation with advantage, okay?
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh no, Richie goes.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. It be how it be. Don't worry.
Oh,
Or
Yeah,
do
don't worry
worry.
about it.
Maybe they should worry about it. Is it more fun that way?
It depends.
It depends.
It's up to your preference. You can worry about it.
You know what? Fair. Alright. I think that caught up with the chat-based questions. So, any last questions crossing either of your minds, or shall I move on to a couple of last questions and searching for people to raid? Well, I see the loading screen on Cloudy.
Yes.
The brain is processing.
Yes. I was just processing, that's it.
Yeah. You know? Relatable.
Relatable? Alright, in that case, Dani, I do usually let the guests suggest raid targets and the raid message. So if you see anybody online that you would love to send the post-interview love over to, feel free to suggest them. Just drop their name in chat or however you wish. And we will go about that in just a few moments. But for now, it looks like Snowsoul has snuck in another question, so that flow is a little changed. If you had a spiritual beast, what would it be, and what would name it? I imagine, what would you name it? Spirit beast. Are we talking?
Spirit beast.
There's two ways I can see this question, like the spirit animal way and the I can literally summon a spectral animal. I kind of like the spectral animal interpretation.
Spectral animal sounds rad.
Right. Like I could get
also,
behind
when I initially heard that, I was thinking like, you talking about like a stand? We talking like JoJo? Is that what's going on?
You know, maybe we take a look at it like, Shaman King. Just, yes, here's your spirit. Do it as you do. Possession, possess the sword. All sorts of, stuff as that escalates crazily. JoJo, yeah, JoJo stands too. Or like Persona, yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of media that uses spirits behind you as be like, yes, behold, you are strong, and or this spirit will punch people. Ghost punch.
Man, as soon as I heard Persona, Persona. Oh my god.
They refuse to elaborate just to see where we go with it. So,
of course, my mind always goes to stands for some reason.
So
it'd probably just be a slightly larger, more muscular cat.
Oh.
That reminds me of like a phone game with all the simply drawn cats that are, weirdly detailed muscles, or biblically accurate angel cats, or all that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's
that
also
game.
the other option.
Yeah, battle cats.
I could. Have you seen Neko Arc?
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have only seen the chaos that unfolds from the random fighting game YouTube suggested of the two just flying at each other and doing nothing but
played that game last week.
Jeez, the gremlin.
I had to agree with my chat. That's basically just me, but in a game. I'm like, you know what? You're not wrong. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Here, I will. I'll try to pull up an example for those unfamiliar. Let me see.
Hold on. I have a funny image one. Hold on. Sorry, the photos I have saved.
It didn't help though that the latest game actually has a color palette swap that is just me. It did not help.
Ay. Let's see. Ooh. Where is... This is... It should not... Okay, well... It took over everything for a second. Neko arc.
No, that's Neko arc. Yep. That's
yep.
accurate.
Yep. Alright. Be gone.
Neko
That's
arc.
your example, everybody. They took over.
Yep. That's Neko arc. It's accurate.
Oh, jeez. You know, a gremlin cat with just another gremlin cat behind them, posing ominously.
Oh god.
Yes.
T-posing.
Beside me are 2 gremlin cats, and I will not elaborate further.
You know, that's fair. For some reason, I just think, like, Big Ghost Bear. It would be fun to summon that and just ride around Big Ghost Bear. And that's my entire thought process.
You know, that's fair.
Right?
Understandable.
Right? Sometimes the brain does what the brain does, and that's it. Oh, jeez.
Sometimes you just want to ride around on a ghost bear.
Right? I mean, you could just ride around on a bear. You could just ride around on a ghost. But it's a ghost bear. It's different, you know?
Yeah.
Ay.
You can only protect yourself by using a ghost campfire.
Oh no. Are we going to need the ghost circles as well?
Yeah.
It's not about SpongeBob again.
Let's gather around the ghost fire, sing our ghost fire song. Ay. Alrighty. I will nudge us forward to the final 2 questions, though. So, once again, if you've got anybody in mind, Dani, feel free to send the name in either chat or in the Discord chat. And the final 2 questions I have, unless somebody spontaneously pops up in chat with another question, are about your plans, short-term and long-term. So, starting with the long-term, are there any major plans that you're working towards in your future? Like, say, the computer upgrade.
Yeah, the computer is definitely one of them. And the other long-term plan is an actual, like, model. Like an updated model would be the appropriate thing to say. Because, like, I'll be using this more once I get the desktop finished and can actually run it in conjunction with the game.
Fair.
This poor laptop. It tries, but
it does
trying to run this model in a game, it's like I'm not happy. It's like I'm not happy with that.
Yeah. It really is just trying its best.
Really is.
Understandable. Any other big long-term plans, though, aside from the big upgrade?
The other plan, well, not really long-term plan, but relatively soon, as in like toward the end of this month or next month, I'll be doing a little reveal of sorts.
Ooh.
I'm very excited about.
Ooh, something to look forward to, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Gotta keep it up and, big reveal time.
Exactly.
Alright, well, how about short-term plans? What are you doing over the next, week, or what's your next stream plan?
Oh, my next stream plan is Tuesday. I'm actually going to be playing Monster Hunter Rise. Now that it's on Game Pass. I'm like, yes, I can play this now. Let me go. I'm in. Go.
Fair. Absolutely understandable. In which case, well, let us prepare for the raid. And it does look like Richie's got a very specific question. Can you step on the world and on the moon?
Normally, I would say yes. I forgot my shoes. Forgot my special moon and earth stepping shoes.
It was rather sprung on you that we were going to space, I do admit.
Normally I have the shoes for this. But, you need a special type of shoe.
That's fair, although I imagine some people, seeing that Vil emote pop up in chat, would argue about, certain types of shoes, but also, certain types of lacks of shoes, right?
Oh, yeah. I know for a fact the crab does, in fact, enjoy a good barefoot steppy.
Right.
So that's understandable.
Uh-huh. It is definitely a different type of you're still prepared. It's the appropriate footwear. It's just different footwear, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And well, Richie seems to be okay with this result as well. So it seems like they will be eagerly waiting for the proper planet stepping shoes and moon stepping shoes on. All right. In that case, that's all I've got on my list. So, are there any last minute thoughts you've got, or shall we figure out who to send all the post interview raid off to?
Let's see.
What?
That's my brain right now.
Yeah.
Like, I sit around trying to think of things at the end of stream, and I just make random noises. It's
Honestly,
like, you know what?
Noises is just the best sometime. It is, this is your brain on autopilot. It's fine.
Yeah, this is your brain on VTubing.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I'm playing a game, and the music is just going off, so I'm just, sitting there jamming. It's like, this is the entire comedy. Just, ba, 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 da, ba.
That's literally like me every Friday, because
Right.
Faye has been taking me through a specific version of Pokemon Black 2.
Ooh.
And we've been having fun with that.
A
Because
specific
I'd never
version.
played those games. Yes. Specifically, Moemon, Blaze Black, Redux, on challenge mode.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting, a lot of modifiers too when you mentioned that, huh?
It might be the most brutal Pokemon I've ever seen.
Lovely. But at least they're Moemon too, so you get to see the anime girls fighting or something, right?
Yeah, the sprites are really well done. Like,
right.
Genuinely,
They
really
put a
well
lot
done.
of effort into those.
Really did.
Indeed. Ay. All right. Well, hopefully, you grab a name soon, or we can just end it if you want. If you don't got any.
Yeah. I actually see one person that I know that's on right now.
Oh.
Expired Popsicle.
All right. If you could just copy paste their username for me somewhere, I will send everybody over their way. And to everybody who showed up during the interview to watch Dani apparently outgrow the planet and take a bite, as well as to see all the insights going on. Thank you for stopping by. It may be fine, but you know what? You were going to sweep up the city, right?
Yeah, and I might just have to finish eating the earth. It'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure the city's in your stomach now, so it's hard to sweep that. So, yeah.
It'll buff out.
It'll buff.
I'm sure it'll.
We can just send Cloudy in to scout for the wreckage later then.
Well, yes, go.
Yes, a scouting job. You win.
Does it involve money?
There's at least the $20 from earlier.
Fair enough. I'm down for that. Okay. Yeah, that's $20. I mean, that $20 is.
It is how it is, right?
No, understandable.
Now I only have to question if that's more or less than you sold the entire audience worth of building destructible seats for. He's holding quiet on that one. He doesn't want to tell me how much you sell him the, Splash Zone tickets for the Crush Zone, huh? Jeez.
Hey, man. It needs to go to my give a mouse a Hawk Moon fund, okay?
Give a mouse a Hawk Moon fund.
Yeah.
Give a mouse a Hawk Moon fund.
Yeah,
understandable.
This name's familiar. Were they an artist in the Sizey community as well? Or is this just a coincidence? Mm-hmm.
It may be Kiri.
Oh. Well, ultimately then. My brain was like, it sounds familiar, but I don't know, so... Here we go. Is there a particular message you'd like to send everybody off with, or shall we just, let them unfold chaos?
Let's go with Cat and Mice Say Hi.
Cat and Mice Say Hi. Alright, that's the raid message Dani has decreed, so if you're still around and ready to send a raid message out, that'll be what we'd like you to copy and paste, please. Once again, thank you all on the viewer side for stopping by. Thank you, Cloudy, for being the co-host as usual.
No.
And thank you, Dani, for being a lovely guest.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Good. That's the most I could hope for anytime we do something like this. And you know what? You can definitely take that earth into, eat later. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Midnight
that,
snack.
That snack, indeed. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. And peace.